Hi, CJ, come on in for a little tour. The store here. Yeah, thought we'd give you a little tour of my Christmas decorations, and I think we'll go into the music room here first. I call this the music tea room because my granddaughters, we usually have tea in here when we have Christmas, maybe have a little tea party. But sometimes the little boys come in here too. So, that's the piano. The violin was my father's. He played that in high school when it was in the 30s. And so I had it refurbished a few years ago, and my granddaughter used it. So that was nice. My bird tree, and I have a big owl in here. My little great-granddaughters, they like owls, and so they come and they have to look at them, and they can take the owls off. I don't care. There's some few things that they're allowed to take off, and they do and play. I have some Christmas gifts in here that I haven't wrapped yet. So this china closet has several things in it that I really like, and also some keepsakes. And the fiddler up there, my husband Dick, he carved that in, I think it was 79, and it's my favorite carving he made. The fiddle is actually, the violin is actually separate, and it's very intricate, and it took him quite a while to do it, but it is beautiful. Go out here into the entry, and this is my buffet, and I have a tree there, of course, but I really like my little cardinal tureen there, and I wanted to display it, so I could just kind of put it in the middle there and put some red berries on each side so that they would kind of go with the red cardinal. And then this is my formal tree. It's a traditional tree. It's a traditional tree, and I have a lot of ornaments on here that are from years past, and I do have 3 ornaments that came from mine and my husband's first Christmas tree that we made in '59. We made a silver Christmas tree, and Dick took a broomstick that my dad had in his garage, and he drilled holes in it, kind of angled, and at that time you could buy the silver roping like you see around the silver stems, and so we bought that, and Dick put those on, and I suppose our Christmas tree maybe cost a total of $10, and that would have been with the ornaments. I mean, things were cheap then in '59, but it was a beautiful tree. We used it for 2 years, and like I said, I still have 3 of the ornaments, and they are on this tree someplace. And I have a lot of other ornaments that are keepsakes, and I really like this tree. And then here's the dining room area, and I did my chandelier like that. I really like it. I think it's pretty. And then my sconces over there, my son just put in a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if I really like those lights, but I wanted some that look like fire, and they kind of do. They're pretty orange, but we'll see. But then maybe if you move over just a little bit, now you can see my built-in china closet. When we painted this summer, I decided not to put the glass doors back on because I really liked it that way. So I'm going to leave them off for the time being. Maybe in several years I'll put them back on. I don't know, but it was fun to decorate it. And then my centerpiece on the table, I've just laid roping, cedar roping here, pieces, and I've got a little eucalyptus, seeded eucalyptus. But now Monday I'm having my book club here, and one of the ladies is highly allergic to pine, so I'm going to take this off Monday and put just seeded eucalyptus, just lay it down. Down along. This table comes out at each end, and I can set 10 at this table. So I will remove the cedar and replace with all seeded eucalyptus. I think it'll be real pretty. And I actually have ordered the seeded eucalyptus from Heather's Flowers here in Frankfurt, and she is a wonderful florist, and she's a good friend of mine, and she has ordered them for me to pick up tomorrow. So that will look real nice. I really like the pine, but since the gal in our book club is allergic, I said no, I won't have any pine out. So she's coming. Otherwise, she wasn't going to come. So, and I have this old cupboard here that was in the basement of our old home that we owned in Frankfurt for 34 years, and it was in the basement, and it had old green paint on it, and so I had a guy take the green paint off, and it actually was in the basement, and we couldn't get it out around the stairway. I think the house was built around this china closet, and so my husband had to take it all apart before we took it out. So, but I always have a swag on there with lights, and then of course this other Christmas tree here, and then this wreath that I made here. These leaves came from Hilton Head after they had a storm there, and this is an old window out of a door. I think that the old door came from Indianapolis. And then this over here is my angel tree. I have angels on it, and I have a big angel at the top, and she stands there and blows her horn, and I really think it's pretty. I've got a lot of angels, different angels on there. You have this one here. It's made out of botanicals and okra. Actually, this is made out of okra and painted, and our garden club did those one year for the art show. And then over here, I have this little tree, which I think is a pretty little tree. And over here, I have a manger scene, nativity over here. And the light that I had in the back, I can't find, so I'm going to have to find it. But I painted this for my mother back in 1972, and a few years before she passed away, she gave it to me. She said, you need to have that. So I have the perfect place for it down in there. So it works really well. And then this is my mantle, and it's got a lot of botanicals on it, and I decided to put a few balls on it this year, but next year I think I'm going to do a real sparkly one. So that is my mantle. And then over here I have that cardinal in that little house there. I got that as a momentum from Biltmore when we went there a couple weeks ago. But I have Santas here, and this Santa, these two Santas that carved, and he had started carving this one here, and he never got it finished. And so Randy, my son, carves, so he finished it. So he's got it signed on the back. It was by him and his dad. And then these two, and I think I've explained it before, these two here are ornaments that carved me and him in our Adirondack chairs after we moved out here to the lake. So I keep those up on the shelf all year with the fishing, and he put a bigger fish on his than mine. So I think in my coffee table here, I've got this little pine here I'm going to have to take out for Monday, and I'll put something else in there. But I'd gotten this glass pumpkin this fall, and I thought it was so pretty I wanted to just keep it in there for Christmas. I thought it looked pretty. So we'll go out here to my sunroom. Don't show it. My kitchen, I haven't got it done. Okay, this is I call it my copper tree. It's got a lot of ornaments on it. It's got some ornaments that my son-in-law made. Ryan, he does ornaments every year, and I've got some of his ornaments on here. And there might be a couple of Randy's, I'm not sure. I'm going to turn that on. Maybe you can see it better. Maybe not. But then I have over here in the window. I brought my old antique wicker planter up for the winter, and I put some succulents in there, and I have a couple Christmas cactus. And this is a Harry Lauder's walking stick limb that one of our garden club members had cut off her tree quite a few years ago. It's probably been 15 years ago, and we didn't really ever know what to do with it. And so I brought it home a couple years ago and had it in the basement. I thought, well, I think I'll fix it for the art show. I'll put the bottom in some plaster Paris and, you know, decorate it up. But I didn't get it done. So this year I just brought it upstairs and put those lights on it. And then probably next year I'll do something for the art show on it. Then back in the corner, and I did this last year, this is the carving tree. And it's got mostly my husband's carvings. There's 2 or 3 on there from my son and a couple from my son-in-law. But this, I put the sand up there right under the ball. This year I added the red balls. I thought the red balls would look real pretty on it, and it does. Kind of brings out. But I need to straighten up my pheasant feather, I think, up there. And I decorated my chandelier here. It's kind of fun to decorate a chandelier. So then over there I've got trees and I don't know if you can see it. This, my goose, and then a wreath around his neck, and I had a snowman I stuck on here. So that's the corner there. And then my shelves, I've got put some stuff up there, greenery, and my rooster, he got crooked up there the other day. I was dusting, and but I'm not going to get up there right now and straighten him up till I take things down. But then over there is a shelf with some greenery on, and back in the corner there to the left, those 2 Santas that I've got in that basket, and next to it, Dickens he carved those, and he never got them done, but they were down on his workshop bench, and I thought, you know, they look nice. I'm going to bring them upstairs and use them. So they stay up there all year. I think they're nice. So I've got copper cookie cutters to put on above my stove, and I did get those on. So, but yeah, I get, let me see if I have, there, got lights above there. So I love the greenery and the trees, and then I did the chandelier here with my copper pots. So anyhow, that is about it. I've got a tree in my bedroom and one in the bathroom, each bathroom, and but my family will be coming and this weekend, and we're going to have fun. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and don't forget to subscribe.